Thank you.
We gotta. How are we gonna introduce?
Just by screaming. Oh! Welcome to probably the first official episode of our podcast called "How's It Going, Dude?"
How's it going, dude?
dude?
Yes.
This is a podcast where we just talk, because that's what podcasts are. So welcome.
Welcome one and all.
So I'll
I'm
go
Matt.
ahead. I'll go ahead and ask Matt over here with the
Whoa,
hat.
Whoa! We gotta introduce ourselves first.
You know
man.
what?
It's the
You're
first
right. You're
episode.
right. Let's
Can't
start
just jump
out.
right in.
Let's start. Matt, introduce yourself. Who the fuck
Yo.
are you?
Yo, it's your boy Matt here. Not much to me. My name's Matt.
Oh, shit.
On to Josh.
On to me. My
Yeah.
name's Josh, otherwise known as the Game Lurker. We're gonna go
Oh.
up to Christian now. What's good, boy?
My name's Christian, and
All right.
I like.
Hi, I'm
That's probably
Joe.
something your mom would want to know.
Hi, I'm Joe.
Don't tell her.
That's
Don't
it.
tell
Hi,
her.
I'm Joe.
Yeah, that's about it. That's all you need to know about me.
I like it. So yeah, welcome to How's It Going, dude?
How's it going, dude?
But I guess before we start, let me go ahead and explain what I was trying to do with my setup. So I have a comforter, a nice blanket. I don't have anything to hang it to the ceiling. So what
Oh,
I
you're gonna
tried
put
to
a
do,
comforter down.
what I tried to do was take command strips and see if it would hold up on the ceiling. Yeah,
Gorilla
that
tape it.
shit didn't work. That shit
It was not
fell.
busted.
That shit fell
that-
instantly.
So, is that duct tape I see up there?
Duct tape? No, that's one of the base stations for my HTC Vive.
Ooh, fancy. I like.
That
Wait,
is
was it?
hanging off of command strips, and that shit works.
Wow. I don't use command strips for anything because
I'm not drilling in the wall in this place that I'm renting.
that's fair. That's fair.
It's okay, Joe. There was one time whenever I was helping Matthew move out, and we found a throwing knife.
Fun fact, this was at an apartment too.
It was
That's
at
how
an
little I care
apartment,
about apartments.
and this man takes it, throws it at the wall. It bounces back. He's like, "Hold on a minute, I got this." Picks it up again, chunks it at the wall, and sticks it.
I'm just putting holes in the wall. But another fun fact about that apartment, I drilled a hole so there was like a bedroom and a living room. So we walk in, there's a living room, and then you go to the right, and there's a bedroom right behind that living room. That bedroom is where I had the internet set up at, and the living room is where I had my PlayStation 4 at the time set up. I didn't have a PC or anything. And so I wanted the LAN cable, so I just drilled a hole straight through both walls, just so I could run a LAN cable through that hole at an apartment complex. And you know what? The apartment people love me, so they didn't even charge me extra for all this damage I did.
Hey, I'm kind of lucky because there was already a hole drilled for my Ethernet cable, so I didn't have to do it myself.
Getting lucky.
But what
Matt
needed
has
to
a
happen?
history about
What
busting holes and things.
What I needed to happen is because whenever I first got here, the original cable for like setting up a router and everything,
Yeah.
the outlet was there. You look outside of the house, fucking cable was cut, so that shit didn't work. So I had to call. I used Spectrum. Call Spectrum to get them up here. They just drill another fucking hole in the wall and set up a new thing.
Nice.
So hopefully that's not going to go against me, but it probably is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be like, nah, here,
Alright.
give me money.
Give me
If
money.
the people you're renting from like you, they ain't gonna care.
Yeah, we'll find out, won't we?
Yeah.
So
Was that
Matt-
gonna be your backdrop? What you're wearing right now?
Yeah, I was going to use this, but also if I was to set it up, I wouldn't have really. I kind of like that setup,
Actually,
though. that
actually-
kind of
Wait
looked
a
kind of
minute.
good
Look
though.
at that setup.
Hold on a
let me go get
second.
blanket.
But I can't do that because I don't have anything to hang it on or anything. So right now I'm just gonna use it as a blanket. That's because it's a blanket.
Hell yeah. I mean, I got a little kind of trippy country vibe going on in my. I mean, you just see the clothes laying on the bed back there.
Country bumpkin over here.
Yeah. Shit, y'all looking at this side of the wall that ain't even that country. You look at this side. Woo.
Oh, why don't you show us?
Okay, hold up.
You got a lot of bears in your room, bro.
Yeah, baby. look at
Country
all that-
bumpkin.
Get all that country living over there. Oh man, I gotta get this back on. Right.
I need to get an actual webcam, so I need to stop using my phone.
I'm probably just gonna keep using my phone.
I just
It
use
works.
this.
It works.
Quality that's that good, but it's whatever.
Yeah, I switched what program I'm using so I could get a higher resolution, but I don't know how good the quality comes out.
Looks about the same.
Not a big deal.
I was gonna buy a green screen, put it behind me, and just have some wacky things on it. That's about it.
So, Matt,
Yeah.
it's
How's it
time.
going, dude?
Time to tell the story of what has happened today. How
Okay,
is it
so
going,
we-
dude?
How's it going, dude? So we gotta do a pre-warning or something for this story, though.
Well, yeah, let's get the warning. Yeah, let's go ahead and give the warning now.
Warn everything. There's just a bunch of bad language.
Offensive warning.
Very offensive. warning.
Racism. There might be sexism.
Racism, sexism. He's
Just all
Talking
around
bad.
horrible person. If you don't like bad
Talking bad,
people,
yeah.
if you don't like bad people, skip this.
White supremacy. Honestly, just imagine talking to a Nazi.
Nice.
A redneck Nazi.
Redneck Nazi.
Yeah, a pissed off one at that. That's mad at you.
It didn't take much.
It really did. But anyways, okay. So am I good to go ahead with this story? I
Go
guess.
ahead, go
Yeah.
ahead.
Go
All right.
I'll focus on you. So everyone.
So I'm a pizza delivery driver currently, and so the delivery came up. It's kind of late at night. I think it was like 9:30ish, 9:40. Lady calls. Luckily, it was me that answered the phone. I was gonna be a delivery driver. She's like, "Hey, I just wanted to have y'all tell the delivery driver that delivers my pizza to call my number instead of knocking on the door when they drop the pizza off. Just have them call my number whenever they leave it." I was like, "Yeah, I got you, ma'am." So I got that. I go to take the pizza, I drop the pizza off, and I go to dial the number in. I messed up the number. Is the thing. By one digit. I accidentally fucked up. The last digit was supposed to be a 2, but I put a 5 in instead. And I call this number. The dude answers, and it threw me back for a minute. I was like, "That's not the lady I was talking to." But I was like, "Hey, this is your delivery driver. Just calling to let you know I just dropped off your pizza." And the dude just like, "Well, where they at? I don't see no pizzas out here." Talking all freaking southern on me, and I was like, "You sure?" I just dropped him off outside your front door, and I gave him the address. I was like, "Is this address? Is it right?" And he didn't say nothing about the address or anything. He's like, "Well, there ain't no pizzas out here, so I don't know what you're talking about." And I was like, "Okay, well, I'll turn around and go check on the rest of you." And then he cut me off right there as I was saying that, and he's like, "Now listen, I don't know about you, but if you were delivering some pizzas out here at this address, you'd be meet the door with an AR-15, and I'd blow your goddamn brains out." And I just hung up right there. I was like, "All right, obviously this is not a good conversation." I just hung up, ignored the dude, and I thought that would be that. I'm driving my way back to the store. Like, man, this dude was just so fucking mad about like fucking up his pizzas. I didn't even like continue to go back to the house or anything to make sure it was right. I was just like, fuck it, I ain't dealing with it. I just turned back around with the store, and the dude called me back, and I just ignored it. Called me back again. I ignored it again, and I thought that was that. I get back to the store. I checked the number. I was like, "Oh fuck, it was the wrong number." So I called the lady at the Papa John's store, and I was like, "Hey, dropped your pizzas off. Sorry, I called the wrong one the first time, but yeah, your pizza's there." And she's like, "Oh, thank you so nice." And I was like, "Ah, such a sweet lady." A few minutes go by, and then I get a voicemail. I get a voicemail from this dude. Can I play the voicemail?
Yeah.
I
Remember.
don't mind it.
Remember.
Yeah, hold
Offensive
on 1
warning.
minute.
Offensive
Big-
warning.
Very offensive.
Big trigger warning.
Yeah, extreme triggering. But it gets so much worse than this too. So let me know if this audio is all right coming through the voicemail or coming through the mic.
Crank it.
Wait, was that on speaker?
I don't know.
I didn't hear it at all.
He calls him back.
There we go. I got it. I called it back. That would be funny if I called it. All right, listen. Oh wait.
I will fuck you up.
Was that not the first
I
one?
will fuck you up.
Wait, I think I was playing the wrong voicemail.
Oh no.
Hold on,
It's
that was
okay.
the-
That's a
hold on.
spoiler.
that was a spoiler alert for the second one.
Cut it.
There's a
Oh.
Cut it.
There's another.
Cut
Cut
it.
it. All right, this is the true first one.
Hey, bitch, boy, where's my pizza, man? I'm waiting on it. You know what? I got your phone number. I will be able to. I'm a Marine Corps veteran. I was a contract driver in the military 4 years, bro. I know that stupid bitch I met on Plenty of Fish, the slut with the fucking cleavage that thinks she's all that with the fucked eyebrows. I'm gonna hunt you down, man. You done fucked up. Nah, motherfucker, don't play a game with me, boy. Because if you delivered a fucking pizza to me, I would blow your fucking brains out, boy. You wanna fuck with me? You wanna fuck with Outlaw Motorcycle Gang? Is that right? I'm gonna get you, boy. You have no backing down on this one, pizza boy. Come on.
Pizza boy.
No more address on that, boy. Yeah. You done started something you can't stand, little punk ass boy. Yeah. Get you some, boy. You like the, yeah, motors, taters, and hell. Flesh and blood. That's what I want from you. Flesh and blood. Tell you what I'm gonna do. Flesh and blood. Got to have a little taste. The clothes will be picking at your flesh, and you got no control of the situation. Crazy as these times are, motherfucker. Am I the one to fuck with you? I'm the big bad wolf. You want to keep threatening, harassing me, motherfucker? I will hunt you down, boy. You hear me, Sunday school boy? Find you, punk bitch. Call me again and harass me.
Yeah!
Yeah.
That was the first voicemail I got from this dude. All because I accidentally called him. I get it now. I didn't catch that harass part at the end. I get why he's mad now. He thinks I was harassing him. I get it. So I don't really get his reaction, but
Nah, his reaction's a little over the top.
I
Way
don't
over
know
the
how
top.
he's seen it as over like
I don't-
harassment whenever you're a delivery driver and you're saying,
Yeah,
"Hey, I
it
dropped
was-
off some pizzas."
yeah, and I was like really nice to Genevieve. I was like, hey, dude, I just dropped your pizza off, and I was like, sorry, I'll find your pizzas for you. Yeah, like I was like, dude got mad.
Damn.
So that was the first voicemail that happened.
I need a snippet of him singing.
You
That was
Yeah, I know.
got a rhythm going.
Yeah, what was he saying?
throw
Sing
some
some
music.
kind of song.
Throw some music behind it.
Just
Yeah,
put like
hold
an old fashioned
Can we get a trap remix?
country song.
Tell you
on
what
there.
I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bless you.
Get a trap remix of that.
So what did he say waits for you? Because it sounded like taters and blood.
He said something about
Maters and taters.
mayors,
I'll
taters,
try and go
blood.
back to it. I'll try and go back to it.
He just
'cause
really
Siri's
likes. He really likes tomatoes breakfast.
Siri's not the best with translating.
Oh yeah.
Here we go. Here we go.
Maters, taters.
Taters, and hell.
Taters and hail.
I think he said like tomatoes, but he said tomatoes, maters,
Maters,
taters, and hell.
Maters, taters, and hell.
I got it right here. Okay, hold up. Here's a snippet for you.
Tell you what I'm gonna do. Flesh and blood. Got to have a little taste. The clothes will be picking at your flesh, and you got no control of the situation. Crazy as these times are, motherfucker. Am I the one to fuck?
Oh my
Sounds like a certain
Oh, man,
hillbilly
yeah.
we know or used to know.
Sounds like him, dude. So, and that was that. I mean, he proceeded to text me multiple times because I didn't respond to anything. So the first, he texts me after he sends that voicemail. A little time goes by, and then he texts me. Literally, probably not even 5 minutes goes by, I think, since that voicemail. Texts me, you
Obviously,
fucked up.
obviously, if there's any slurs or anything in here, we're not gonna say it because
Yeah.
you know we're not idiots like the guy who did this.
Yeah, we're not
So
Nazi people.
you're not gonna get any out of context clips from us. So
Yeah. But yeah, feel free to like jump in and say anything you have to say about during this story.
Oh, let's
But-
hear voicemail number 2.
Oh no.
oh wait for the text because the text came
Hey,
first.
we ain't there
Oh,
yet. Here-
oh,
we're at
we
the
ain't there
text.
yet.
I was there for
Oh,
a little
God.
bit of it.
We're at text right now. Yeah,
Oh,
Joe was there
God.
for a little bit of it. All right, he said, "You fucked up, dollar my digits. I'll hunt you down. Tell me you are sorry. I may let this go. Got me, punk. Hey, pussy coward. Be a man. ... Punk. ... I'll find you. ... Comma.
I'll find you.
Oh.
Dot.
I'll find you. ... Comma. I already have a link, comma, with that stupid comma, Psycho Andre ... comma. Oh yeah, comma, I'll find you.
Oh,
Who is Andre?
I don't know. This dude talks about random ass names all the time. It gets better. Do you understand? Dot comma. I don't like Pam. Dot.
who the
Who
fuck
is
is
Pam?
Yeah, like who the fuck is Pam? I
I
shall
don't
start
like
by
Pam.
Maybe it's that girl he was talking about that he met on Plenty of Fish.
Yeah, it could be.
I shall start by coming down Glen High to High Point Road. Dot comma. Got me? Question mark comma.
It's not even over where we are.
Then I'll come to you in that little apartment building. Dot comma. Maybe 4 units. Dot. I know who you are. Dot. Keep playing games. Comma with me. Dot. Got me? Question mark. I'm on my way. Punk.
Punk.
I don't like. I don't like W backs. W backs. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Comma either. Got me? Question mark. Don't you want to play? Question mark. Comma. Punk. Dot.
Punk dot.
Do you? This is my
Punk
favorite line
dot.
through text so far. Do you milk the boy goat? Question mark.
Boy, goat.
It's fantastic.
Dude, milk the
Punk
boy
bitch.
goat.
Punk bitch. Dot 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 dot. Is your mother a whore? Question mark. I say your mother is a genuine whore. Dot dot dot. You won't defend her, comma, punk, dot, ha ha ha. Your mother sucks cockroaches off of nasty floors, dot.
What?
What the fuck?
You know, I had a similar situation
Yeah.
to this whole thing at one point,
Oh,
but
I'm
it was a dude speaking Spanish to me one day on my phone, and I just woke up to like 30 messages of the dude speaking Spanish to me, and I could not understand, so I put it on Google Translate, and he thought he was talking to this chick that he met, and
Oh,
he was
God.
like doing the same thing.
But anyways, back to the story, man. So that was that. That was the last text he sent me. That was at 10:07. I thought that was that for a bit. I was goofing around in my work group chat and just like showing them what happened. It was hilarious. And they talked me in. They're like, call his ass back. And I was like, I said I'll call him back and say, what did I say? I said, should I call him? Should I? Yeah. I said, should I call him back and say, oh hey, actually, I think I left the pizzas on your back porch. And everyone was like, yes, yeah, do it. Okay, I was like, all right, let me get back to the store first and have Katie record me doing it. So now I got a video to play.
Ooh.
Oh, we're probably not gonna be able to see it through webcam. But
You're not gonna be
Yeah.
able to, yeah, you're not gonna see the video, and the quality is very terrible because Katie has a shitty phone, I guess. But I'm gonna try and play this, and another
The
warning.
original phone.
This gets worse. Another warning.
just all out warning through this whole thing.
Yeah. At this moment, I was just like, because the dude overreacted so much, I was like, now I want to fuck with him, play with him. So I was like, I'm calling him back. So now I kind of did harass him a little bit,
Now
but dude,
you had to milk the boy goat.
I had to milk the boy goat. But all right. Well, you can kind of see the video.
So crackly.
It's terrible. Hey, buddy, yeah, come to think of it, I think I might have actually left those pizzas on your back porch.
Now listen to me, son. I don't know what your game is with the pizzas. So, you ready for the game?
What's the game?
Well, you're calling me. I ain't calling your pizzas ever, did I?
No.
Well,
But you said there's a game.
boy.
I don't know, you said there's a game, I kind of want to play.
The game is you're a pussy. Your mother sucks dicks. And, you're fucking. You got me?
I got you. You got me? So what do I do now?
I don't got nothing with a little fucking 19-year-old punk like you or 26-year-old punk. Like you or fucking 36-year-old punk living in her mother's basement. Bitch, do you understand me? Now, what's your name and you want to talk to me face to face right now?
My name's Patrick. Where you at?
Well, look, boy, I'm asking questions, not you.
You said you want to meet though.
I didn't want to meet you. Where you at?
Oh, I don't know, man. I'm on the road. I was trying to meet you.
Bitch,
That's kind of kinky.
Really?
Yeah. So where you want to meet and get this done?
Where you at? I'll be asking, boy.
Well, I'm asking for a location.
Tell me, where do you want to meet, boy?
You just give me a location.
Go, you fucking flipped out, liberal fucking. Where do you want to meet, boy? Right now.
I'm on the road. I'll meet you anywhere.
Well, tell me where.
What's the best location for you? You close to like?
Do you swallow? Do you swallow?
I'll do anything you want, Daddy.
You're fucking. I didn't shut up. Where do you want to meet, boy?
I'll meet you anywhere you want.
Well, tell me the convenience for you.
Honestly, there's no convenience. I'm trying to make it easy on you.
Tell me where the convenience for you is right now.
No, you're.
Let's get it within 30 minutes from where I am, and you'll never know that. But tell me, where you're at now.
Look, you give me a location, I'll be on my way.
Well, you think I'm a stupid boy to have some fucking punk like you? Our mother is a fucking damn slut. Punk.
Man, you keep talking dirty like that to me, you might make me feel some type of way.
You'll be a bad boy. You'll be straight.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Daddy.
No.
You know what? I was a DI fucking Marine Corps back in the 80s. And then I went to prison. I used to fuck boys like you at Fairchild, South Carolina.
Oh, so you got some experience. I like that.
Yeah, so I hung up after that. I couldn't keep it going.
God.
Yeah, I decided to fuck with him a little bit, dude. He actually went along with it. He was like, "Oh yeah, you like that?
Oh yeah.
Tell you something. I fuck boys like you on that."
Oh my god.
So yeah, after I hung up, he called me back. He spam called me this time. Like, let me count. Called me 8 times in a row, back to back. I kept ignoring it. Yeah, 8 times, and then he sent me the second voicemail.
Now this was
And he-
bad. We heard the beginning of this earlier.
This one got real bad. Like this, he crossed every line that you're not supposed to say. dude.
Big fat warning.
Yeah, big fat warning on this one. But anybody got anything to say so far, dude? I mean,
What the fuck?
yeah, I love the phone call so much. Like, I'm
You
I'm
gotta
glad
send me
that
the
I got
video
it.
of that because how you held it like directly against the mic. It sounded
Yeah.
like
It was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
"Ooh."
I'll send you the video so you can like kind of edit it in.
Yeah, I'll edit
But,
it in.
Dude, I was just like, yeah, daddy.
Yeah, daddy.
I thought it was
Yes,
just gonna be
dude.
me saying, yeah, I left those pizzas on your back porch, and that would have been it. Like, I didn't even think he would pick up because he didn't say nothing back for like an hour at that point. I figured I could just leave him a voicemail, just fucking with him and get another voicemail back. But he picked up, and it got funny, dude. But all right, we're ready for the second.
Oh,
like you.
as ready as I'm gonna be.
All right, second voicemail following the
See how
ignoring.
it's gonna be.
Why'd you hang up on me, pussy? You fucking. What kind of fucking communist bitch are you, boy? You know what? Because I've already started studying you, and I will find you, and I will fuck you up. You're such a pussy. Your mother's a whore. She's fucking, motherfucking, and everything else. You're a fucking pussy, bitch. I can tell in your voice. You're a little boy. My son's in the Marine Corps. He's over, overseas. I'll just say that.
Do I have a little boy's voice?
Nah.
He hasn't seen you yet.
Yeah, I mean, I do look like a little boy, yeah, but like, I don't think I really have a
Well,
little boy.
he said he's studying you. Maybe
Yeah,
maybe he
you know.
knows.
How much information can he get from a phone number, really?
Eh, the most he can get is a name.
That's
Yeah,
what I
we
feel
get
like.
in-
Like, bitch, this is a burner phone.
My name is Jeff.
My name's you. I told him my name's Patrick. I
Yeah.
should've said something.
Welcome Patrick to the podcast.
Hello, Patrick.
But alright.
I'm like, I will. Your mother's a fucking stinky ass pussy bitch. That all the are welcome in her fucking nasty fucking crabby ass. You understand me? Your sisters are whores. They're fucking sluts. They're not even good enough to get a white man. You got me? Because black ain't beautiful, tan ain't grand, but white is the color of the big boss man, y'all. Yeah.
Pause it. Pause it. Pause it.
Is that some
Right.
Is
kind of,
he
like,
talking about the
right?
wrestler?
Right?
Is he talking about the wrestler, Big Boss Man? That's the
This
first thing
guy.
that came to my mind.
The big boss man.
Big
but,
Boss
like,
Man.
He was talking about God.
Can't like, can you say white supremacist?
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Jeez.
Which it doesn't help because we're all white, but like,
It doesn't help, but
trust me, we're not like.
we
this
know
guy.
though. We know.
Oh,
Yeah.
on behalf of the white community, we do not accept this man.
Not at all. All right.
I love my white privilege, boy. Oh, yeah. White is fucking powerful in this country. You goddamn fucking slaves. Always. You hear me? And you motherfuckers that milk goats, you fucking son of a bitch. I got a feeling that's kind of you fucking bitch.
Mhm.
Little does he know, I'm probably the whitest motherfucker out here.
I feel like milking goats is universal.
Yeah.
Especially the boy goats.
Yeah.
Especially the boys.
I will gut you like a hog. Yeah, pussy little boy.
Yeah, he's perfect.
I mean, excuse me. How many men your fucking whore-ass mother has had, and they busted
Excuse me.
cum all over her face? She sucked their dicks. You know that? They sucked that fucking whore bitch's face. Look at here, bitch. I'm gonna put my big black cock in your fucking mouth.
What?
I'm gonna bust cum all over your fucking face, and I'm gonna wipe it in your face too.
I think he got a little bit
You
too
know what I
into the
mean?
daddy
That's
comment.
why I don't even have nothing to do with you slutty whore. Mama. You got me. Have a good day, boy. Keep fucking with me. I will get you sooner or later. Pussy. Punk.
And that was the second voicemail, I think. Oh yeah, and then he sent me a text after that just to finish up the story. End of the story. Final text. Your mama still fucks N-words and W-backs. Your mother is a whore. That was it.
Oh my god.
And that
Oh,
was my
man.
night, man. That's how it's
Oh,
going
man.
for me, dude.
We got a few things we can grab from just the sound of his like the voicemail. We can get the yeah from the first one, and then him going mama.
Mama.
That is how
Oh,
it's
God.
going right now for me, dude. That was my night. Tonight. It was pretty fun.
Oh my god, that is extraordinary that we decided we were going to do the podcast tonight, and then that happens.
You got a story for yourself now, boy.
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
was
god.
gonna, I was just gonna like get in my feels a little bit, but this is better.
You came in like I was just washing the dishes in the back, and you came in, and I was like, "What the fuck's going on?" And then you played the first voicemail for me. And
even-
that was
I was
fucking crazy.
I was like, Joe, all I had at that point was just the phone call conversation I had with him. I was like, Joe, this dude's crazy. Listen to this voicemail with me. Here together. It was great, dude.
I'm the big bad wolf.
I'm the big bad wolf.
God, this
My
guy.
God, dude.
It was crazy.
That's
That's how,
fucking absurd.
Yeah. Welcome to North Carolina.
Unfortunately.
Yep.
My God, dude.
I'm sure other states are worse about that shit though.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there's worse, but damn, we're not good.
Yeah, we're not one of the best ones. So. God, that
God,
guy,
that's
though.
fuking.
So,
It
yeah,
sucks. There's people like that.
Yeah, it does.
God, I would say he's probably just like an edgelord from 4chan, but damn, he sounds like he's too old for that.
Yeah, he sounded like he probably like some 50-year-old man living out in the boonies somewhere around here.
Yeah.
All I can think of like is a house like Courage the Cowardly Dog, just like in the middle of fucking nowhere, and he's on his
All that-
bike, and he's like, "I'ma get you."
Or better yet, probably like a shitty little trailer with a windmill and a shitty little rundown barn
Dude,
next
you
to
don't
it.
know where the next fucking gas station is, let alone where Matt is. Sorry,
Yeah.
Patrick.
I love how he said, "I'm on my way."
I'm on my way. He's like, damn, you're not getting off your rocking chair, dude.
So yeah, comments, question, concern, man. That's
I love this laughing.
Yeah,
know.
right.
perfect laugh, man.
That
See,
is the most typical Southern laugh of a big old fat racist dude living.
The
in
only
the
thing he
country.
got right in his voicemail is saying, like the little boy thing.
Yeah, I know. 'Cause, like, I get it. I do look like a little boy. I'm still fucking. I'm grown.
Little punk boy.
Little
The text where it says
Boy.
pussy coward. I don't think I've seen those two words next to each other.
Pussy coward.
Pussy coward.
I want his boy put in for the lines for Kratos in the new God of War game. Like he just says instead of Kratos saying boy, it's him going boy.
I told Matt earlier.
Boy.
I told Matt earlier while we were still at work that if we ever start live streaming us doing like podcasts, if we get donations, his yeah would be the donation sound.
perfect, yeah.
Yes.
I was
That'd
like,
be amazing.
that'd be
And
the
there's
best.
like no way he'd know it would be him. Even if anybody like showed him the resemblance, he probably doesn't have a family.
He probably did.
But
He doesn't have family.
he doesn't have a family that cares.
He
too
was
much.
disowned.
Yeah.
I doubt
Probably
that
doesn't
he
even know how to use the internet. He probably just now got a phone.
Man.
Oh my god.
But yeah, so that was my story. How's it going with any of you?
Hey Josh, how's your day been? Anything happened today?
Not really.
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing. I went to
You-
work, vibing. That's about
But
it.
you work in the one of the areas that's most prone to get people like that.
Oh yeah, I mean, I encounter stuff like that all the time.
It's just another day.
Just
Josh is
another
like,
day.
It's honestly, I'm I'm used to it. I get
Yeah.
all kinds of racist people coming to my store, and they're all like happy about it and like laughing and stuff. You should hear some of the stuff. If I remember, I'll like try and remember a lot of it, and then I'll.
I know. I
bring-
used to work in and actually run a business in a little town just like that. So
Yeah,
I got it all the time as well.
Yeah, I was in there one day in your store, and geez,
Oh yeah, you were there. So yeah,
I was
all
there
the
a few
customers,
times.
half the
They're all
customers, bro.
crazy.
They're all fucking crazy, man. God, next business, man. Don't open up in those areas.
Pretty sure it's all the drugs around. There's a lot of meth and heroin.
Like people like that suck, but it's even
Yeah,
worse
don't do
whenever
that,
you-
kids. Make you racist.
It's really bad whenever you like have family that acts like that. Like my family used to act like that and say things like that nonstop, like years and years ago. They don't do it as often now, but you can tell they really haven't grown from it.
Yeah.
I mean, my family, my fucking dad's the worst about it.
Not everyone in my family. If my family's watching and they're like, "Hey, don't talk about us like that," it's some of you.
Same with my family. Same with my family. They're not that bad. Yeah, I don't want to talk more on it.
Uh,
They're really not that bad. They don't say it. They're not like public about it. So
like it sucks to like be raised around that kind of like attitude, that kind of behavior,
it's okay.
because
We won't.
people grow up and they think that's right because they kind of grow into that because they were raised with
Yeah.
it. But
We gotta
I'm
friend
I'm kind of glad that I was always on the internet and always did my own thing and kind of grew into what I am now and not going around like, haha, let me just oh, you're a different color.
Yeah, it's a good thing you didn't do meth. It does make you racist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't do
Heroin
meth as a
too.
kid. Luckily.
A lot of people around this area that I work, it's like you can just tell that they're drug addicts and stuff just by the way they act and the way they like, just everything about them pretty much.
I feel like I look a little bit like a drug addict, maybe because the bags under my eyes get bad. But that's just because I stay up late as fuck all the time. That's-
By the way, if anyone's watching this and they do have problems or addiction, get help, please.
Please,
You need it.
we don't condone it
You need it. You will get better. Just get some help.
unless it's the good kind of drugs, like we.
What? Serious
wrong
thing.
with
It's like get some help.
There's nothing
please.
wrong with
if you're addicted, get help. And then Mash is like, unless it's good.
No,
Unless,
we're
I
talking about the
mean,
bad drugs. Nah, we get into some drug talk now. I ain't gonna diss marijuana. That's actually good medicinal shit. It should be legal.
look, if people are if weed is gonna be illegal, they should make alcohol illegal. I think that
Facts.
That's my,
Alcohol is actually way worse for you. So
that's my viewpoint. Or if
Agreed.
they're gonna have this thing where it's like, oh, you got to be a certain age before you can legally drink alcohol, do the same
Do it with
thing
weed.
for weed.
Do it.
Or how about cigarettes?
God.
They raised that age. A lot of people get mad at me for IDing them when they look like they're a baby.
Look like baby.
People that look like me, they're coming in they're like, really, you gonna ID me?
Like, dude, I'm 47. No, you're not.
Dude, yeah, I'm sitting over here.
Not-
Like, I'm sitting over here. I'm 22. Like, obviously, way past the age of smoking all that. Well, it changed.
one cig?
Can I have a ciggy? Like, I'll go to the store and I have my ID ready every time because I'm like, I know I look like a kid. Like, I look like I'm 19, 18. Like, I'm gonna go in there with ID ready. You're gonna ID me.
I've never been ID'd.
I'm not gonna lie, I love this fucking
Me neither.
setup.
Yeah,
I
just
love
hang that
this
from
setup. Dude, I try. I don't have anything for it.
Get some like little thumbtacks.
Joe,
Yeah.
gorilla tape it.
I don't want to buy
Gorilla
things.
glue it to your face.
The other was I was seeing if I could find anything at just the right height
Also,
just to hang it, but it didn't.
I want to
work.
go back to what Christian said. Gorilla tape it. Like everybody has gorilla tape. Yes, we got it. It's because I'm a redneck.
Yeah, you're country bumpkin.
I'm country bumpkin. That's why I got gorilla tape. Just you could have said duct tape. Everybody should have duct tape.
I do not.
No, you got to get on the times, man.
All right, then Joe, just flex seal it.
Flex seal. Yeah, we got flex seal.
Dude,
too.
I think that's gonna be more than duct tape.
Shit, I can reach over here and grab a 2x4 for you.
Yeah, I literally
Why
just
is
need to find
this
something
so
to just like connect it to the ceiling and to where it's not going to fall.
You need to get a stand. Just some kind of stand.
Yeah.
Don't know where you buy
Yeah,
it.
I looked around. I was about to, because I know my sliding closet doors over there. Not this closet. I've got two. I know they can come off because they're like one of those wheel things.
Yeah.
So I know I can just pop that off. But I was like, yeah, thanks, brain, for the idea. But how the fuck is it gonna stay up? That shit's gonna fall
Yeah.
mid
It's gonna
recording.
fall on you or on the bed behind you.
But yeah, no, real talk. How's it going, dude, Christian? You haven't
How's
said
it going, dude, Christian?
How you doing, dude, Christian?
Dude, Christian.
I'm doing all right.
I didn't.
much.
Just doing just fine.
Oh god, audio editing for this recording is
See.
gonna suck ass.
I didn't have work today, so I did absolutely fucking nothing with my day.
Oh yeah, okay.
Have anything happened recently? Anything special?
like-
Anything unique?
No, not really.
Bro, only because I know you, I could say a few things. You got a car recently. You want to talk about that? It's
I
something
mean,
else?
it's not really that interesting of a story besides the
It's an
Mitsubishi-
interesting story.
So,
Talk.
so I want to hear Josh's and Joe's perspective on this for a second because
Okay, go ahead.
I'm a little. I can't say that they fucked up my car, but it kind of feels like they fucked up my car. So I went in to get a idler pulley and a power steering belt put on, which is on the right hand side of the motor. Drove it all the way down there, did fine, except for the power steering sucked massive cock.
Side note: I know this car very well because it used to be mine, and I like these cars.
Yeah.
There was no problem with the fucking issue
Yeah.
that he's gonna tell you. No problem beforehand.
Drove it to work just fine. Besides the fucking belt. Got it to the mechanic shop. For the first mechanic shop, the guy comes out, literally pops the hood, looks at it for 2 seconds. Your idler pulley's locked up. At first, I was like, nah, this guy's got me all kinds of fucked. He doesn't know. He doesn't fucking know. Get it there, and it took them like 15 minutes. They would come out and they're like, yeah, your idler pulley's completely fucked. I'm like, what kind of fucking grand wizard do they have working in there? He's got some fucking special eyes. But anywho, get the belt, get the pulley. They put it in. I get a phone call that day, and he says, hey, man, I got a question for you. And I said, yeah, what's up? He said, has your car been running funny? I said, no. It's been running fine this whole time. He said,
Who's the
well,
camera?
I got a text message. So I'm like, no, everything was fine except for the belt and the idler pulley. He goes, all right, I'm going to let it run for a minute and then we'll see how it sounds. God, it'd been like 30 minutes and I got impatient. So I went up there. Engine sounds like complete horseshit. Just awful. The guy said, give me a day. I can diagnose it, tell you what's wrong. That was
More
Friday.
money.
Yeah.
That was Friday. They're not open.
Don't throw
on
the name
Friday.
of the mechanic shop out, by
Yeah,
the way.
I'm not.
Okay.
So I let Saturday and Sunday pass. Monday comes around. I go up there, and the dude looks at me. He's like, "Well, it's a wiring problem. You've got 2 cylinders that aren't firing." I said, "What do you mean?" He goes and pulls the spark plugs out. Nothing comes out, meaning you gotta there somewhere is not getting power. Um, he's told me that it's a wiring problem, and one of the wires had fused together, making a dead wire active. I said, "Okay, well, can you look in it and possibly find out?" He said, "I can pull up a wiring schematic." I said, "Fine." So give him Tuesday. Wednesday comes around, go up there. Same story. Has no fucking clue. Not a damn idea.
Hmm.
The part that went wrong was on the far left side of the engine. How that sounds a little off to me. And then he told me that he wasn't going to charge me anything, and his buddy can bring his trailer over and they'll drop it off the house. I said, "Cool." They dropped it off, and me and Matt went to go look at it because maybe we can figure it out because they don't know what they're doing.
So, did you get charged for any of this?
Fuck no.
Okay, well that's good at least.
Yeah, so we looked at it, man, and I honestly still don't know what the fucking issue is. All the wires look fine to me, but it
Did they
won't
look at the
fucking
wrong car?
Yeah,
got
they all
mixed
look
up
fine to
with
me,
the-
but obviously they fucking did something. I think maybe they fucked around with it too much, but it won't turn over and start now, and I don't know what the fuck the issue is because all the wires look fine. The battery's actually holding charge. Um, for some reason, it's just not getting the power it needs to start up. And if I can get it turned on and running, I can hear what the problem is, but I just couldn't get it started up. So really, I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I think they fucked it up somehow.
But I don't
Looking at
have I don't have any really strong evidence to prove on it, so I
Yeah.
can't
What
be
did you
like
bring it in for in the first place for?
to get the idler pulley put on and the belt. They told me it'd take like 30 minutes. It's
Oh,
an
damn.
easy job. You don't even have to lift the car up.
Well, did
You
they
can
do
it on
that?
the ground. Yeah, they did that.
Okay. And you didn't get
Hmm.
charged for it, right?
Yeah, I did get charged for that.
That's what I was asking, damn it. Did you get charged for
Oh,
anything?
You
Oh,
charged
yeah.
for the car being brought back to his house.
No.
Okay, so you got charged for what you were planning for.
Yes.
So that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Because I know whenever it comes to places around here, it's like no matter what you go in, they're gonna add something like, "Oh, damn, your headlight is out." Even though you looked at it beforehand and it was all good, damn it. $10, I'll get it fixed for you.
$10, I'll switch something. Nah,
But-
my brother is a mechanic, right?
Yeah.
So, and he worked at this one shop, well, a dealership, and he was a mechanic in the back. And he was telling me, even when I like bring my stuff up there, make sure whatever they say, just ask him first because half the time they're just trying to get more money out of you on
Mhm.
stuff that's like not even wrong with your car. It's like, oh hey, you got this thing wrong, and I'd be like, nah, I'm good. I'll
Yeah.
show my brother.
Yeah,
I mean, see-
I'm getting to the point where it's like if I'm going for something and I feel like I know what the problem is, I'm just gonna say, hey, just do this. If there's anything else, don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's what you do. Always do that because that's how all mechanic shops work. Like even the shitty rundown ones, like 'cause I come from a mechanic family. My mechanic on my dad's side, they run the same way. Like sure, they just do transmissions, but they go through the whole car and literally tell you all your other problems. Like, oh, you need to fix here like this, and we're also going to charge you a diagnostic fee for looking at it like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about a money grab, really, half the time in a mechanic shop. So it pays to know a little bit. At least know your own car a little bit.
And
Yeah,
that sucks for me because I'm an idiot.
yeah. I
I'll
know
help
nothing
you out,
about cars myself.
Yeah, buddy, just take it to me. I'm like a backyard mechanic.
Man, if my car's fucked up, how the fuck am I gonna drive all the way to you and go like, hey, look at it?
I'll drive to you. I'll come over and I'll look at it and make it worse.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, hold on. I do have a little bit to add to this.
Yeah.
So after a few
Oh,
days, Matt, you know where I'm going with
Yeah,
this.
I
You know where I'm going. So a few days pass, and Matthew he told me way before this that his brother was selling a Mazda. I'm like, cool. We'll try to work on the Mitsubishi. That doesn't work. I can at least get the loan, get the car, and be good to go to work. So go up to the bank, call them. They finance everything, and I just signed my name, got money in hand. So we go back to the house, or we went to Dylan's shop.
My
To
brothers always make me do a whole bunch of extra shit for him whenever I
to
work with
first we had to empty the bed out of
Okay,
like
So
performance.
my brother wanted his truck because he was using that Mazda at the time. Since he was selling the Mazda, he was like, "Bring my truck down with me." Oh yeah, my truck has a trailer attached to it. The bed and the trailer is filled up a shit ton with a whole bunch of wood, pallets, everything. We had to go unload that.
Nice.
And
So we had the idea to just take it to the house to use as firewood because we have bonfires quite often. Not really thinking ahead, just be like, oh, that's a good idea. We can get it done. We'll get all this shit done in like an hour tops.
keep in mind, my yard is like all mud, basically in the
I'm
backyard.
I'm
Mud.
I'm, I'm getting there.
Yeah, grass
We
and stuff. And
we didn't
it
really
just
stop to think before that it had rained for 2 days straight
yeah,
and then
so
snowed.
too. Yeah.
Completely just fucking forgot that idea. So we drive in the yard. Matthew had to back his truck up, so Bart backs it
Alright, I
pretty
back
far
mine
back in.
all the way at the back of the yard.
And then we pull the truck up, empty the bed. I go inside, come out, and Matthew's got the truck stuck.
I try. Okay,
We got truck number 1 stuck.
truck number 1. Okay, my truck had first I backed my truck up because it was in the way. I had to pull the other truck through. Back my truck up, no problem. I had 4x4 and all that, but I didn't even have to use that to get it back. I backed it up, no problem. Just go over everything. It just backs up, backs in the back of the yard. I mean, I had a little bit of problem in the middle of the yard, but you just got out of it real quick. I was like, oh, that's nothing to worry about.
Nothing
Pull
to
the other
worry
truck
about.
through. Yeah, these are 2 Ford trucks, by the way, both diesels. The first truck that has the wood and everything on it's a 2-wheel drive, and then you got my truck, which is a 4x4. I can switch 4x4 and have 2-wheel. Doesn't have mud tires, but the truck that has 2-wheel has mud tires. Backed mine up, no problem. Set it in the back of the yard. I was like, cool, that's out of the way. Pull the other truck through with the trailer on it and everything. Unload the bed. I'm like, all right, cool. And didn't think to unload the trailer or anything. Time to pull the truck off and put the trailer like the side of my house, and then go take the truck to Dylan, because I can unload the trailer later. Go forward a little bit, and then stuck. Fucking stuck. It's like fuck.
Not a problem.
So yeah, that's how we got the first truck stuck in the mud back there in my backyard. I'll send you a picture so you can add it for reference, by the way, Joe.
Alright,
Actually,
alright.
I could probably hold it up to the camera, the picture of the backyard of the aftermath,
Oh,
anyways.
that reminds me, we should probably make like a podcast specific text chat.
Yeah, probably. But anyways, first truck got stuck, and I didn't think about unhooking the trailer or anything yet. I was like, all right, well, I got my truck. Let's go get my truck, pull it up here, attach a chain, and pull this truck out. As soon as I get in my truck, we'll let it warm up a little bit. I put the 4x4 in. Actually, no, I don't think. Yeah, I didn't put 4x4 yet because it had no problem going. I put it in drive. Stuck right there. It would not move. It just started spinning tires in the back. I was like, fuck, all right. Put it in 4x4. Then all 4 tires just started spinning. Fuck. I was like, fuck, now I'm really stuck. It just spin all the tires. It's like, so that's how the first truck got stuck. And I was like, all right, that's not going to work. Turn that truck off. Go back to the other truck. I'm like, let's just unhook this trailer and put the trailer out of the way. Did that. And I didn't really gas it too much or anything because I was trying to be easy because it was my brother's truck. So just stayed in the same spot for a little bit. I was like, fuck that. So I went back to my truck, tried to get that unstuck first so I could just hook the chain and pull it out. Put pallets under it, everything. Was not budging or anything, just kept getting more and more stuck in the mud. So I was like, fuck. So I just went back to my brother's truck, and this is where it gets bad, man. Did the old rocking method, dude. Reverse, and then floored it back in reverse and like dropped it down the first, so I didn't fuck up the transmission too bad. So reverse, floored it back, all the way down the first, floored it forward, and it was just like throwing mud everywhere, just slinging mud everywhere, dude. But I was moving it. I got it to move, like it was stuck here. I got it to drag forward and get stuck over here, and then get stuck back here in my yard, and then get stuck over here in my yard, and then back here in my yard. So I got it stuck in everywhere in my yard until I finally was like, fuck it, whatever. I called my mom to bring a fucking what was it called? Fuck, I forgot the name of it. But
Mom, help me!
winch, yeah. So I had to call my mom up. She came down with a trailer with a winch on the back to finally pull us out. And after all that, here's the aftermath. Got to focus enough.
Let me back up a little bit.
Let me focus.
Turn your light off.
Yeah, let's
Or angle the phone because I think the light is reflecting off of it.
actually
Yeah,
just turn
for
the
sure,
monitor off.
If I can find a button.
Alright, y'all let me know. Is that focused?
No.
Angle it back a little bit.
Angle it up.
Back?
Yeah.
He can't
Up,
see
up.
y'all.
Up,
Oh yeah, you
yeah.
can't see us.
Yeah, do it up more.
up like this or up like this?
No, I like tilt it backwards.
Yeah,
Like
Turn
this?
on-
There
Yeah,
you
yeah,
go.
like that.
That good? Alright.
Turn can you turn
not-
the brightness down on your phone a little bit?
It's all the way down.
Perfect.
Oh, that's
All right, yeah, that's better.
perfect.
Oh, you can see it?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Alright, can I get closer?
Go up a
Go
little
up a
bit,
little bit.
like actual up.
There
Perfect.
you go.
Yeah, there you
Alright, is that good?
Yeah.
Yep.
This is the aftermath, dude. Just the whole thing is demolished. The whole backyard. Just tire tracks everywhere.
go. But your neighbors were like, "What the fuck are they doing over there?"
Yeah, I
Oh,
feel
yeah,
bad.
because
It's
we
starting
were.
to get late.
He was out there revving the truck to at least 10 o'clock.
Keep in mind, these are loud, like Ford diesel trucks, loud too. Just going.
You should probably send that video.
Yeah, send it.
Yeah, I'll send the video as well.
So
it was still good, but yeah,
Yeah.
definitely send it.
It'd be better
basically-
quality to see it in like if he sends it.
I'll just send it directly to Joe.
It's basically like we held a monster truck rally in our backyard.
Basically, it sounded like monster trucks too. So
All this for a favor.
yeah, just for a favor of my brother to get his truck tooled and get Christian a car.
Yeah, I really
Yeah.
haven't had issues with like cars or anything getting stuck. I had an old friend decide to park in the grass while it was fucking pouring down rain, and that shit got stuck.
Shit busted.
But other than that, I really haven't had any issues like that before.
Well, you don't really
One
risk
day you should
things
tell the story.
a whole lot like that. Meanwhile, me over here, I risk everything.
Joe, do you deliver?
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. Had y'all hit any animals while on your route before?
I've hit a tree.
Oh, okay, how's it going, dude?
Okay, it
How's it
really
going,
wasn't
dude?
that bad. Me just saying it like that sounds really bad, and that's why I said it. But literally, it was just like think of a tree, but it's been cut down, so you only have this stump. It was in my old car, a Sebring.
Another shitty Chrysler.
I know, right? Perfect for me. So I go to this one little small house that had a rocky road that led up to it. This was before I worked with Matt, so 2 years ago. But basically, you pull into that driveway he had off the rocky road, and I was like, okay, that's fine. Gonna go ahead and drop this off. Deliver the pizza, got back in the car. Look in the rear view, don't see anything. I see the path going one way, so I'm like, all right, I'll just back straight out, turn that way, and I'll be able to just go along my way. No. There's a tree stump there that's just below my windshield, like my back windshield. So, didn't fucking see it. So I'm backing straight up, and then suddenly, this is the stump. Here's my car. Doink! The car topper already had the thing where it like senses all the motion, tracks you and everything, tracks your speed and everything. So instead of me being worried about, oh no, is my car fucked up? Oh no, is there a dent? I'm like, oh shit, my driving score.
Not the driving score.
And then I realize, I look back at the house, and I look in the front window of the house. They have a camera set up. They just watched me do this.
Your ass on candy cane.
It caught me in 4K. So I pull forward, and I'm like, you know what? Fucking car's still running. I'm just going to pull forward, and I know it's there now, so I'm just going to get my way out of here. I get back to the store, and I immediately go to the manager and go like, hey, so how bad would the driver score be if I backed into a tree? And the reaction I got was they just turned to me and went, did you back into a fucking tree?
Did you really?
So, yeah. Hit a tree. Didn't hit an animal, though.
Yeah. Actually, because I did work at Papa John's like 4 years ago as well. I did hit a deer driving one time there. I was driving the old Mazda 626 at that time, so it's a peachy little shit little car, so it doesn't matter too much. But I wasn't paying too much attention. There was a sharp curve as well. I was probably going about that. This is when we didn't have trackers on the toppers, by the way. So I was crazier than I am
Speed
now.
demon.
Driving. Yeah, worse than I am now because I was crazy as fuck back then. So I was just fucking flying around. The speed limit had to be like 25 around this corner. I was probably going 40 around it. Which
Fucking idiot.
wasn't bad. I'm like, "You're scared." And also make it even worse, I was Snapchatting while driving. I know, not good. Don't condone it. Don't do it, kids. Don't listen to me. Don't do my
Don't be
actions.
Matt.
Yeah, don't be me. I do a lot of stupid shit and it comes back every time. Don't do it. But
Hey, if we sell merch for this podcast, that's gonna be our first shirt. Don't be Matt, and it's just a picture of Matt.
Don't be a Matt. But yeah, so I'm just fucking flooring around this corner, Snapchat him, like, yeah, what's up, ladies? I'm Snapchatting. And then I like send the Snapchat, put it down, I look up, I'm like, that's a fucking deer. I slam on brakes, I'm skirting, and it fucking just hits the side of the fucking car.
Oh,
Yeah,
no. In my head, it's like, wait, hold on. I gotta get into the scene. Where's my extra phone? There we go. I'm just thinking you're driving and you're like, yeah,
Just
sin,
like
and
that.
you're like, ah!
exactly like that, dude. So yeah, anyways, I'm like, fuck, and I just ripped the e-brakes. I'm like, fuck, I gotta stop. So I had the car like this, and then it was like skirting sideways. Deer's here. I fucking plowed the shit out of that deer. It went like boom, it fucking flew over the back, dude. Big old dent down the side, even a scratch mark too, because there's a little cobblestone wall on the edge.
I don't care about the dent, but the scratch.
The scratch was terrible. There's a little cobblestone wall too. Fucking flung the deer way over my car, and then hit a little cobblestone wall and added a scratch down the side. I was like, "Fuck
All I
me,
can
dude."
think about is Minecraft whenever you say cobblestone. We've been playing too much.
Yeah, it looks exactly like cobblestone, but like,
It's like, damn, Minecraft.
and thank God that cobblestone wall was there because there was a hill on the other side. I probably would have fell down, and that's what stopped me. And I was like, "Shit!" And I'm sitting there like, "Man, I knew I shouldn't have Snapchatted."
What did your
And
boss say when you got back, or what did they say?
I'm getting there. But yeah, before we go any further, but I look back and I was like, trying to find the deer. I didn't see it nowhere. I was like, what? I hit that shit hard as fuck.
You
I'm
look
looking
back
all
in your front windshield and it's just looking at you.
God, that would have scared me. So I got out of the car and I walked over there. I didn't see nothing. There's a little bit of blood on the road, but not much. And I was like, this deer just fucking got hit and just booked it. Deer are strong, dude. I'm telling you.
The adrenaline.
They can take the shit.
Um,
But I'll get you in a minute. But that happened, and then so I was like, fuck. So I just like honestly didn't learn my lesson immediately after. I went back and started flooring it down the road.
Fucking idiot.
I didn't play with
Fucking
Snapchat from
idiot.
that moment on though. That's the story that taught me not to fucking Snapchat and drive, even though I still do a little bit, but only on highways.
That's what's worse, I think.
No.
You're going faster.
Highways are fine. You just set your cruise, and honestly, it's a straight line. You just let the car drive itself. But
until
don't be a
somebody-
Matt. Don't be a
Don't be a
Matt.
somebody in front
Don't
of
be a
him
Matt.
decides to slow down even just a tad, and he doesn't realize he's
Fuck 'em.
catching up to
It's
him.
their fault. It's their fault they slowed down. Anyway, I pay more attention to the road still, nonetheless. Problem with this story.
I thought you were saying I pay more taxes than them. Fuck them.
Yeah, I'm not taxes, but not. So yeah, that happened. I floored it, and I was like, fuck, whatever. It's like, I looked at the car. I was like, damage ain't too bad. I ain't too worried about it. I just go on about my business. Floor it out the fucking way. I'm like, it's fucking happened. I mean, my heart's racing the whole time. I'm like, just gotta get to his house. Drop the piece off. Go back to the store. I'm like, yeah. So I just hit a deer, and my manager's just like, not
Cool.
surprising.
Cool.
This is how I drive and shit. And he sees me flooring it everywhere. It's like he just looked at me. He's like, not surprising. How
Yeah,
bad is
that one day,
Wow.
that one day I was getting off, and then all the deliveries suddenly came in, and I see you come out and take the topper off, and
Yeah.
then you tell another employee, hey, you probably want to take yours off too. We got a lot of deliveries. Suddenly, I just see you fucking. Vroom, vroom. I was like, "Yep,
Skrrr!
there it goes."
I'm crazy, dude. But
You're right.
especially,
Fast.
I don't know. It's just my whole family. Like, honestly, I'm still the best driver out of my family too. You see, my brother, crazier than me. He's wrecked a shit ton of cars. My mom, Craziest fucking driver in the world. Christian can tell you. She'll give you whiplash anytime you drive with her.
Jesus.
Crazy as shit. But
That's
she
that's how
still
my mom
not,
is.
yeah, she still has not but wrecked one car in her life. I've never wrecked anything other than like hitting a deer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really
Never
haven't
been in
had
a
anything bad.
car collision.
Yeah.
I think I'm probably the safest out of my family.
You might be
Like
the safest.
safest out of everybody I know.
All I'm saying, I know how to handle a car.
Hey Josh,
Yeah.
Reckless
did
fucking drive.
did you ever see the Celica I used to have before the Mitsubishi?
Oh god.
The red? No, was it red?
No,
was
it was white.
The way, yeah. The one
Uh,
you had parked beside your other car.
Yeah,
At
yes.
your old place, yeah.
Did you ever notice the front bumper was completely black compared to the all white car? That was Gorilla Tape.
What? You gorilla
You just
your-
reminded me of another story.
So I used to deliver way back when, and it was getting close to the end of the night, and it was the last one I had. He's a regular, so I knew the way to his house by heart, and
Yeah.
I was going at least 85, at least 85. And I was coming past a stoplight, and when I was, a raccoon had came out of the middle of the road, plowed it going 85.
Jesus
Oh
No,
Christ.
stop.
my god.
So I slowed down, look behind me, and this little shit walks back across the road. Like nothing happened.
Just but a scratch.
Meanwhile, I didn't notice this until I got halfway there. I rolled down my window and I hear something going, I'm
'Cause
like,
you wiped it out.
what
Yeah.
the fuck is that? So I get to his house, flip on my flashlight, and that whole front bumper, everything and underneath had been ripped out. It's like as if that raccoon grabbed up, held it, and just snapped it.
You thought, bitch, woo!
So whenever I get the pizza into his house, he's seen the front bumper barely hanging on. He looks at me and says, "Go look in the back room and grab the Gorilla Tape." I said, "Huh?" And he says, "I see that front bumper." So I go back there and grab it, Gorilla Tape it just enough to get me to the store, and come back to go hand it to him. He says, "Nah, take it home. You're gonna need it." So after closing, I Gorilla Taped the whole thing, and it remained like that. You couldn't tell the difference unless you really looked at it.
Yeah, I just thought it was a normal bumper
You
because I never
reminded me
really
of a
looked at it.
story. So I was going to a concert in Charlotte, and I'm not good with driving in like really busy areas. So whenever I came to Charlotte, I was like, kind of freaking out because like, oh god, I don't usually drive in these kind of areas, and I had to try to find a parking deck. Not as easy as I thought it would be.
Yeah,
I drive into
Especially during a
one.
concert.
I drive into one and it's like, hey, no, VIP only, but they didn't have an exit route. So luckily, no one pulled in behind me, and I had to fucking back out of the parking. But I find one, and I'm like, all right, it seems all right. I can probably do this one. Drive up to it. All the spots are taken. And then I look at the gate on the side, trying to find an exit, so I don't pull back out of the entrance because I'm not sure if it was a two-way or not. So I see this gate open, and I'm like, all right, this seems like an exit. So I start driving slowly just to check my area, make sure I'm good, no one's coming this way. Go to turn right, fucking drive off a sidewalk. That was not an exit.
You just drive it on the sidewalk.
I
like
just
in
drive
YouTube.
off the sidewalk, and I was just like looking, and then,
Hey,
God damn it!
I mean, that truck I got out there, dude. I mean, recently just got it stuck in a girl's driveway. I was backing out of her little park, and she had big ditches on the side, kind of like my house. And I was backing out, and I missed the driveway completely. Straight into her ditch. Thing is fucking stuck there, dude. Oh man, and this is actually a great story too. So I was like, fuck, and this is the first date I had with her, and I was like, fuck, I'm just gonna embarrass my shit. Not to mention, I already got pulled over and cited that night for driving around with a fake license plate. Don't be a Matt.
Don't be a Matt.
Don't be a man.
Don't be a man.
Don't be a Matt. But so I'm still waiting to handle that situation. But so I already embarrassed myself doing that. Proceeded to embarrass myself by falling into her fucking ditches and just getting my truck stuck. And very run down looking house too. crazy people there. So I mean, the date was just funny all around. Got stuck. I was like, fuck. Put the 4x4 in. 4x4 don't fucking work. It don't save your shit. Not in a Ford. Fords don't fucking save themselves, bro. I was fucking stuck. All tires spinning again. Stuck in the fucking ditch. It's like fuck. There was a dude there with a truck that could pull me out. And he had a chain. I was like, and I also had a chain. So I mean, we could have pulled me out. He was coming out to help me. Well, first off, they came out and they're like, "Oh, you guys stuck," and I was like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Oh, how bad is it?" I was like, "Yeah, I just missed your whole driveway.
Oh no,
I was
how
like,
bad
fuck
is it? And you just
They're looking at it. How bad
No.
is it?
I was like, "So, yeah."
how bad is it?
Like, yeah, the dude with the truck was like, "I got you, buddy." Oh, he goes to get the chain, and like, I don't know what was said because I can't remember what one of the girls said there, but somebody said something like meth head or something like that. Dude went 0 to 100, like he was like, "Oh fuck no!" I started like just screaming and ranting, walking around. I was like, "Fuck." This is
Fuck.
I don't know any of these people. This dude's freaking out. He called him meth head. He's like, "Oh, I'm a fucking meth head." Everybody's like, one of the women started crying, like, "Oh my god, I don't know what happened." So, the dude-
What the fuck?
so I was stuck there for so much longer, man, and it was so fucking terrible because there was a crazy dude outside just pissed off because he was called a meth head, and so like, anyways, ended up the woman in the house was like, "No, you can't come here. You kicked out of the house." He literally he just went and sat in his truck and pouted in his truck, and I was stuck at that house for about 30-40 minutes with my truck stuck out in the ditch, and I was just sitting there like, well, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I guess I tried to call one of my brothers to get him to drive an hour up here to this middle of bumfuck nowhere and get me out. So I'm calling around asking, and I finally get in touch with my brother Josh. He's like, "Ah, come get you. I'll get my Jeep. We'll pull you out." He's on his way, and then the dude like, this is like 40 minutes in. I'm sitting here, uncomfortable situation, sitting in the trap house, and I'm like, what's going on? Quiet as shit. And they're just talking crazy stories because they're crazy people. So yeah, the dude finally comes back and he like calls the lady up because he's not coming inside the house. And currently he's been kicked out. He calls the lady. He's like, "You know what? Just have that boy come out here. I'll come help pull him out of the fucking ditch." Like, well, shit. So so he finally took him about 40 minutes to cool down and pull me out of the ditch. Backs the truck up, hooks the chain up, pulls me out. I'm like, "Oh yeah, thanks." Hey, it's like, he's like, I don't. He comes at me. "I'm not really like this too often. I don't want you there." I was like, "It's all right, buddy. I appreciate you pulling me out."
I know you're not a meth head.
He's
I'm
like,
not really a meth head, man.
"You're not really a method."
I don't really do meth.
Yeah, and he's like, "I'm so short." And I'm like,
Unless.
and I'm just like, "It's all right."
Unless.
I'm like, "It's all right, buddy. I myself too am a meth head as well."
Don't be a meth.
Don't be
I
kidding.
too love myth.
No, but then the dude, and then he's like, "Oh, it's okay, buddy. You actually seem pretty cool. You tell you what, I have bootleg moonshine. You want some?" I was like, "This fucking guy." "Yeah, you're great. You're a great guy." I was like, "No, I'm all right. Thanks, buddy. I'm gonna get going now. Thanks for pulling me out. I'm out." Stopped my truck, skirted on up out of there, left.
Oh my god.
It was fucking funny. Most interesting date I've ever had, though, to be honest. I pulled over and sided, almost made us fall into a quarry,
Jesus.
and then got stuck in a ditch. By the way, the quarry, it was like a walkover gate thing standing over the quarry. And I thought it was really sturdy because it was like thick steel beams. And I tried to scare her by like, I jumped and pushed real hard and it went and it dented in. I was like, "Oh fuck!" Grabbed the rail, grabbed the rail and grabbed her arm, and I was like, "Oh, now we're good."
Jesus.
It was funny.
Yeah, I'm glad I never got into any situation like that. I think I almost did, like the first time I went to your place to do
Yeah,
that
honestly,
New Year's party.
Hanger-
I looked back and I was like, "Damn, that's a ditch." I started backing out. I was like, "Oh, it's gonna be a close one," and I was fine. Luckily,
Yeah.
Hang around me, you'll get stuck in a situation with me in no time.
no.
I'm ready. Dude, it's fun though, man. Like it is fun all
Whenever
the time.
I'm stuck in a ditch with you, it won't be fun. I'm fucking choke
It
you
will
out.
be fun.
It's like, look what
You'll
you
be
did!
mad.
Look what
Look,
you did,
it'll be
Matt!
Yeah, never mind. I won't get you stuck in that situation, man. You gonna freak out, dude. It's fun. I'll make it fun.
It's
I
all,
laugh the whole time.
it's all fun and games until it's 32 degrees and you're covered in mud.
It's still
Yeah.
fun. Still fun because
Still
we were
fun.
basically mudding that day. We were basically mudding, throwing mud around, having a good time. I was cussing and ranting like a good old redneck boy out in the
Oh,
yard.
red boy.
Red boy.
Hello, red boy.
Red boy. Oh no, I'm going back to thinking of a rubber ducky.
for the podcast people, I really am not that redneck. Genuinely, I'm pretty just an every type of person, dude. But you get me stuck in a situation like that, or you hanging around and I'm not really too much of a redneck haver either. I do a lot of different things, but like you get me stuck in some redneck situations, my redneck side coming out, and I start talking real yee in here.
Matt is actually the baby.
I am.
But Davey.
The baby.
But baby.
The baby.
I'm Nene baby.
Nene baby.
He has the physique of a power top, but in reality,
The wait, the sequel power of hot top. What do you mean?
Explain yourself.
he's got the physique
I got the
of a power top,
I'm
but
scared.
in all reality,
he's got
You're on bottom.
the looks
The
of
power bottom.
the Instagram fuckboys.
Yeah.
He's got the look of the.
I do have the yeah, I mean I'm just fuckboy looking now anyways, but yeah, I got a really strong like skinny fuckboy look to me. But I'm genuinely a good sweetheart guy.
Don't be mad.
Don't be mad.
But remember, as always, don't be mad.
Don't be mad.
Dude, I want that on a shirt now.
Yeah. Don't be mad.
Don't be mad.
And it's just got to be like illustrated people, like us three looking at Matt, pointing at him and saying, "Don't be mad."
Don't be
Like,
mad.
That's my classic.
Yeah.
That'd be perfect. That'd be perfect. You get those like wanted posters. Just take like the poster design, take out the wanted, put that face on it, and then just put "Don't be mad."
Yeah, don't be mad. Dude, it's always a fun time with me, nonetheless. It's always a fun time.
It totally fucks up.
I get trust me, I will get us fucked up in a fucked up situation, but it's fun. It's fun nonetheless. You might be like in the situation, you might be freaking out and all that, and I'll just be over here with a smile on my face. We'll be all right, buddy. Don't worry.
It's fun for him.
It's fun for me. And then after the fact, you'll realize that was actually pretty
That was pretty fun.
funny. Oh man.
Hmm.
But yeah, anyways, how's it going, dude?
Yo, you guys ever have any good stories from like elementary school and how you got in trouble? Because I got detention for acting like I was pissing under a lunch table.
Oh my god, dude.
And
I really can't
everyone
remember
was
that.
laughing, but the teacher came over and said I was harassing people.
You were harassing people for
Don't be a
peeing
class
under the cart table.
Everyone at the lunch table was laughing. We were all joking around. I'm acting like I'm pissing under the table. They bust out laughing. Teacher comes over. You're going to the office now.
Oh god, dude.
And I hear her talk to the principal and fucking saying he was acting like he was pissing all over these students, and I just can't believe he did that.
It's just so inappropriate.
They were all laughing though. Shut up, bitch.
Just a little Joe going, "Shut up."
Shut up, bitch.
But, I can't remember much from my childhood, to be honest. I remember little stories. There is one story that came to mind though when he said that. I think it was like 4th grade. We had like an art class or something, dude. I don't know what happened or what happened in the situation, but for some reason the kid sitting in front of me at the art table pissed me off. Maybe he took my crown or something, dude. I got extremely pissed. Little Matt,
I thought about
And-
a Burger King crown.
dude, baby Matt, me in elementary school looks like the most pissed off little kid for some reason. Like I just look so unhappy in that age. But I got extremely pissed. Maybe I had problems going on. I did have problems. But I got so extremely pissed at this kid. I was like, what the fuck? I stood up, grabbed a crown out of his hand, and I snapped it in half, and I was like, what do you feel about that now? And this little kid just busted into tears, and I was like, yeah, cry! And the art teacher come over, and she's like, Matthew! I just looked up at her like,
What?
I was like, what? He took my crown. Something like that happened. He like took my crown or something. And she's like, go to the office. And I don't remember what kind of trouble I got in, but that was just such a dick in that moment, dude.
It's always fun around Matt.
Yeah,
No, cry!
One of my
But no,
favorite
real.
times.
I'm a sweetheart.
One of my one of my favorite times driving with Matt.
Oh, God.
I think we were going to go.
We
I
were
think
in
we were going to
elementary
pick up.
school.
We were driving around in elementary
I
school.
have been driving since the age of 13. Fun fact.
I can't quite remember where we were going, but there was this elderly lady that was behind us riding his ass. She couldn't have been but that far off, just the whole way. And then the lane splits, and she goes over and looks over at Matt and goes, and just
Yeah.
I don't know if it was
I
just that look or what she did, but oh my God,
Yeah.
set this man through the roof. He's
Oh,
like, I'm about to swerve up
Look.
on an old lady.
That's because she gave me that fucking look. Okay,
Fuck you,
Clarify-
Grandma!
clarify this story. I don't normally get road rage. I'm actually pretty generally good about road rage. I'm actually like mind my own business half the time. Unless people go out of their way, like they do that. She was riding my ass this fucking close, dude, for a long ass fucking time. I was like, what the fuck? Staring at her in the mirror the whole time. I was like, what the fuck, lady? What the fuck? What's going on? I kept waving my hands. What's up? Go around or something. And I even swerved over on like the side of the road a little bit, and I was like, come on, if you want to get past me. She doesn't. She just proceeds to ride my ass. Then does that, gets next to me, and I just stare at her like, and she's just like, and I don't know why, but that look just it clicked, and I was like, what? I went through the roof. I was like, no fucking way, this old lady just is gonna shrug me after riding my ass for this long, and I'm just like. I just start screaming at Christian, I'm gonna kill this lady. I'm just gonna run.
I just imagine you
Me-
hit maneuvering a fucking old lady off the road and driving away.
I was mad. I didn't do no road rage shit, like do anything to her, cause like it's an old lady, but like I was just cursing a little bit. I was like, this fucking old lady, I can't believe her. I should turn around, Christian. Tell me to turn around right now, and beat her ass. Oh, man.
Do it on your command.
Yeah, dude. I normally don't get road rage like that though. That it's just shrugging me. Like I don't know what I did when you were riding my ass for so fucking long, and the whole time you've seen me waving you like, come on, just go ahead, go past me. I don't care. Just piss me off when you're gonna shrug at me. So yeah. Anyways, how's it going, Josh?
That's going me.
Anything interesting?
Got any stories you'd like to share with the class?
Well,
From elementary
going back
school.
to the
Did you piss on
elementary
any
school
students?
I didn't pee on anybody. Due to like popular belief, I didn't pee on anybody. Nah, I never really got in trouble, or I was never like bullied or anything. So.
I was never
was
never a
just-
bad kid. I think that story I told is the only situation where I've got like in trouble.
Oh, goody two shoes.
Well, I've been in trouble like before for some reason, but they're like for the stupidest reasons. Like one time I got lunch detention for absolutely no reason. I think I was talking to some kid during fucking a test, like after the test was taken and everybody's like done, and we were just like, just having a good time, and I got in trouble for talking, and everybody in the room was talking. That's one of the
They
things.
just
That's
didn't like
really
you.
mild, though. Yeah,
Dude,
I guess
I got
you
something
could-
better than that because I got in trouble for literally less than that.
Really?
Yeah, it was like my first day of 8th grade or something, and it was at a new school. Or not my first day. It was like the first week or two of the 8th grade. My first friends I made, I didn't know anybody in the fucking school. Like the first friends I made were apparently they came to me, by the way. They were apparently it was like a group of 3 or 4 boys. They were apparently the worst fucking dudes in that whole school to hang out with. I sat down with them at lunch, and they were goofing off. I mean, they're just class clown type people, and I was like, because they invited me to sit with the lunch. I was like, all right, yeah, cool, I got friends. They flicked a paper ball or something at the principal. If that gives you context to who these people were. I still just continue to be friends with them afterwards, by the way. They're funny. But
Don't be mad.
Don't
don't
be
be
mad.
mad. Don't be mad. Don't learn from my lessons or my bad.
What?
Wait, yeah, learn from my bad habits. Anyways,
Learn from what I do.
learn from what I do wrong. I'm gonna continue to do wrong though. But they flicked the paper ball. I had nothing to do with it. I was just sitting there minding my own business. The principal gets up, meanest look on his face. He's like, walks over to the table and he's like,
Matthew.
Who flicked that paper ball? You're the new kid, aren't you? You're hanging out with these kids. You know what? ISS all of you right now. I don't care. I was like, I just met these guys. What am I doing wrong? But I didn't say nothing because I was like a shy little kid. I was like,
And
okay.
baby.
I go to ISS, and then after ISS, it was like a week long of ISS. After that ended, It's literally every lunch for that whole week. I did fucking nothing but hang out with these kids. That whole week, lunchtime, I was sitting in a room with little fucking walls up next to me, just eating my lunch. Like,
Slurp,
Why am I
slurp.
why am I here? Drink my chalky milk. But on the very last day of that ISS for that week, the principal comes in, pulls me out, and he's like, "No, Matthew, come with me." Sits me down. You know the crowd you're hanging out with, man. They do a bunch of bad shit around here. I don't like you associated with them because you actually seem like a smart kid. And I'm just like, I literally did nothing wrong. I'm sorry, I chose the wrong crowd. That's all. That's all I had to say. It's like, I'm sorry, sir. I chose the wrong crowd. I won't hang out with them no more. I continue to hang out with him anyways. The principal never talked to me ever again after that day. He just gave me looks all the time. He's like, "You're one of those kids." But I still never really did anything bad during that whole 8th grade year, and I actually ended up being one of the good students. And I was like the favorite of multiple teachers. But that principal, man, he's like, "You one of those kids still?" Like he still hated me.
I gotta-
I got told to quit bitching by a science teacher. That's really it. I was just talking.
Oh man.
I got a pretty good one for you. Along the lines of, I didn't exactly get in trouble. It was more of a whole class thing than it was anything.
Yeah.
We were taking a field trip to Raleigh to go watch court cases because it was a civics class.
Yeah.
It gets cleared, and he takes all 3 of the classes together as like a big collective group.
Yeah.
And I don't know why, but the bus driver tagged along in the court with us. And keep in mind, his reputation is on the line because he's pretty high with the Raleigh court system because he used to work there. So he knows majority of them people. First off, the bus driver had dozed off during a child custody case, and she is snoring just. So in the middle of that, we got kicked out. That was pretty cool. And then on the way back to school, we were passing through, and one of the kids in the back had taken a water bottle, leaned out the window, threw it, and hit the front windshield of a fucking cop car.
Oh.
My God.
So they immediately went back in, and the next thing we see are 2 red and blue lights behind the school bus. Gets pulled over. The cop comes on the fucking bus, and he said, "Who threw the water bottle?" It was so quiet you could hear a fly fart.
Toot.
He said, "I swear to you, I will have every kid on this bus suspended."
Ooh.
I'm like, "Oh my fucking god!" He never found out who it was. He got off the bus and never said a thing. Got back to the class, and the teacher said nothing for the last 30 minutes of class.
It's just a silent room
It
for
wa-
a whole 30 minutes.
Yeah, for a whole 30 minutes.
Can
That's
you believe that shit?
Because not only did he get kicked out of fucking court, we got pulled over by the cops.
My God. Some weird stuff.
I know.
Y'all had some weird kids going to school with, bro. Like some really rambunctious people.
Shit, I still got a lot more stories, dude. Even still in 8th grade stories, because
I
the
got a
same
lot
kid.
of children's stories too.
I'll let Josh go because I've been talking a lot.
That one time, what I was talking about earlier, when I get in trouble for like literally nothing. The same time I got in trouble for that reason, just talking when everybody else was doing it. I made a joke, like a little 10-year-old joke. Like just imagine short me, bearded still, because I was when I was 10. Just imagine me, real small, just sitting with my group of friends, right? They were in that room taking that test because it was like the end of the year test stuff. So we were all in groups. I'm sitting there. I'm just like, "Oh, poopy." I say something along the lines of poopy something, and this fat old teacher walks over to me, my table, and we're just busting out laughing because apparently poopy was really funny. And she looks at me and was like, "What did you say?" And I was like, "I said poopy." And she was like, "Oh, you said poopy?" Poopy is it's funny, and I was like, "Yeah, that's pretty funny." I mean, they're laughing right now. I said that. I was like, "Yeah, they're laughing. It's pretty funny." Like, "Oh, well, how about you call your mom and tell her what you said? In front of the whole class. And I'm like,
I said poopy.
you want me to call my mom? I was like, okay. I'm standing in front of the class. I got the phone in my hand. The teacher's right beside me. And I call my mom, and I'm like, all right. And I go, she's like, hello. And I'm like, hey, mom, what's up? She's like, why are you calling? You're in school. What's wrong? And there was like, all right, so my teacher wanted me to call you and in front of the whole class and tell you that I said poopy. And she's just like, oh, okay, I'll see you later. And I was like, here you go. Here's some phone. And then I guess she didn't say nothing after that. She was like, go sit down.
I was about to say, she's like, that's not the reaction I want. To go to the office.
Nah, I didn't go to the office for that.
Another stupid kindergarten story. Well, not. I don't even think it was kindergarten. It was either kindergarten or first grade. So, like, we always separated because there was like 2 teachers. So a certain amount of kids would go one way, a certain amount of kids would go the other, or it would be main class with the main teacher and 4 or 5 doing something else with the extra teacher. So I was in a small group with the assistant teacher, and in this corner, there was a table, and in on the wall to the side there was a mirror. I was right next to the mirror. My dumbass self. While we're supposed to be focusing on what the assistant teacher is telling us, I'm looking at the mirror going like this with my tongue. And I'm just distracting myself doing that. And teacher goes, Joseph. I go, oh, sorry, what do you need? She goes, what are you doing? I said, do you want me to tell the truth? And she goes, yes, tell me the truth. I'm moving my tongue back and forth because it looks like a butt. She said, go stand in the hall. I was like, okay.
Oh, man. So Josh's mom though was just like on the phone. She was like, yeah? Oh, you said poopy? Cool, I'll see you later.
Nice.
Nice. High fives all around.
Did she say anything to you when you got home that day?
She was like, well, why did you call me and say that? And I was like, she wanted to.
Mom was like,
I didn't get in trouble. I was like, that's stupid, right? Like, I didn't, but that's stupid to get in trouble for. And she's like, yeah, that's pretty stupid.
oh, man.
I've had my dad go up to the school before and like yell at a teacher because she made me throw up.
Oh my god, dude! I've had my mom do that, but that's stories for another day.
Hold
We should probably get wrapped up a little bit.
One second.
Yeah.
Whenever you were talking about the whole like saying poopy in the class and people were like busting out laughing, all I could think of about is like whenever you're like having you're young and you're having a sleepover and the parent of the house says, "Hey, go ahead and quieten down, stay silent, go to sleep. It's bedtime." And then one of the kids just like it's completely silent, it's pitch black, just goes to you and goes, "Pee-pee." and everyone is trying to hold in laughter, but because of that, it's just harder, and you want to laugh more.
Yeah.
I immediately thought of that.
I've had moments like that growing up where I'm like at a sleepover with a few friends and just at a certain house, one of the friends like it's not like don't be loud at night, even though we're loud every night. We're there and we stay up all night just laughing, goofing around and shit. And every time we're just like getting yelled at because we're being loud and like 3 o'clock in the morning because the dad has to go to work at like 5. Bitch. But, yeah.
Alright, so we should wrap up this first episode. I'm pretty sure it's already pretty long now.
An hour and a half. That's
Yeah.
how long this episode is.
That's good.
Wow.
That's good.
I think that's a good length. Why don't we go for 2? Started out with a bang.
2 hours. I don't know if all of our podcasts could be that long. Actually, now that I think about it, now that we're shouting out stories, dude, we could be that long. I got a lot of stories now that we're
Yeah,
bringing up.
like seriously, you didn't realize you could talk for this long. You're like, what the fuck are we talking about? And then we just go off with stories.
Yeah. Easy to
I might have one more story. I had one earlier, but I lost it.
It'll come back. It'll come back.
It'll
one day.
I have
definitely come
I have
back.
another like aggressive middle school story that I did.
Oh, what you just said reminds me of mine.
Oh, yeah. Go
So
with yours.
yeah, I'll go ahead and tell mine. So on the school computers, they had like a shared like drive that all the computers had access to, like teacher docs, student docs, that kind of stuff. So usually whenever it comes to the teacher docs drive there, it's password protected. So I was messing around with the files and I found one folder that was not password protected. So I decided to go into that folder. It had a lot of stuff, so I decided, okay, can I just do whatever I want here? Sure enough, I could make a new folder. So I tried to disguise it, and then inside of that, because this is around where Minecraft was kind of popular, I ended up making my own little cracked launcher, and I put that in the teacher docs because there was one folder that was not password protected. So I put that there, and I told my friends about it, and it's like, hey, we can play Minecraft when we're on the school computers. Oh, yay. So I decided to mess around because it was my first time like having a group of people like on the same thing and everything. So I was like, I'll make a text file and say it's a chat room, and every so often we can talk there. I moderated it, so if anything was saying like, oh yeah, Nazis, I was like, no.
No, not.
I would post music there just for people to listen to, things like that. I even tried to put the Walking Dead game on there, but because it was a school computer, it didn't have DirectX, so you couldn't run it. But I did try. So after a while, people were trying to copycat me and do the same thing, but they weren't moderating it, so you got all this racist shit in these chat rooms, which is literally just a text file.
Oof.
That everyone has access to. And again, no password protection on this. Any teacher could see it. They just had to find it. Well, I was good friends with the computer teacher at the time because she knew I was really smart with computers. Literally, she brought me out into the hallway and said, "Hey, I need to talk to you." I'm like, "Okay, go out there." This was middle school. I don't know if I said that or not, but
Yeah.
so I wasn't a little babby. So it takes
baby.
I was medium sized. Now I'm large. But took me out to the hall and said, "Hey, so we know what you've done to the teacher docs. We've seen the files you've put. Look, you're not in trouble, but people are copying what you're doing, and they're doing some bad things. So if you could, can you take down yours?"
Oh.
So literally, I didn't have any issue. I was just told, hey, take that down so people aren't copying you. Because the people who are copying you are doing some stupid shit. So, me and the boys just playing Minecraft in school? Perfectly fine. Guys going like, Hail Hitler. In a fucking text file in the teacher docs? No, stop it. Stop. So yeah, and then after that, for some reason, I decided to be like that. Oh, well, I'm not doing anything wrong. Why didn't you show my stuff? I was like trying to be like the activist kind of guy, but that was stupid. But
Joe-
yeah, didn't get in trouble.
Joe basically had a underground news wire going on.
Pretty much.
Basically.
Going in there is like, oh, you guys invest in Bitcoin. I'm in middle school.
Send me some cash. I got some stocks and Bitcoin for you. Better yet, I got Dogecoin.
You want some cobblestone?
Soon I get some in my mind.
Oh man,
I
Christian,
opened the server to land.
What's up?
how's it going, dude?
I've shared all my funny stories for right now.
You got more than that. You got more than that.
Actually, there's one from middle school, or no, it was elementary school because I was in the 3rd grade. Me and my sister went to the same school, and we used to ride the school bus.
Here's what?
I'm
No,
kidding.
she's not.
I'm kidding.
What the fuck you say, man?
Wait, which sister are we talking about?
Alexis.
Never mind. I take it back.
I was about to say the toddler.
Child.
No, it was me and Mackenzie.
Oh, okay, yeah, she's hot.
Alexis was
Don't be
Alexis
mad.
was-
Don't be
was-
mad.
Alexis was little bitty, itty bitty, whenever this happened.
Still hot.
But there was another girl in her grade that I guess they got into a little kerfuffle, and
What's a
before she,
kerfuffle, by the way?
a fight. They got into an
Can I get a description of kerfuffle?
an argument.
An
Just-
argument.
Can you use it
Ver-
in a sentence?
Verbal argument.
Okay.
So whenever the school bus came to her house, she gets up off the bus and just backhands Mackenzie and then darts off.
Oh, shit.
So me being the brother I am, didn't take it as well because she wasn't going to do anything back. So I might have taken it into my own hands. I plotted this shit out.
Oh god.
I
Dexter
waited.
over here, mastermind.
Child violence.
God. Planning
Um,
out deaths,
Slap the
years in
baby.
advance.
keep in mind, I have been a decently sized child forever, and she is like maybe 4 feet tall. I sat behind her on the school bus, and I don't think she realized that we were siblings at the time. And whenever she was about to get off the bus, I stand up and just backhand the unholy Jesus out of her.
That's fucked
Knocked
up, dude.
knocked this kid back into
Oh my
1743.
God. That is fucked up, dude.
She needs some milk.
She needs some milk.
She is in a coma to this day.
Yeah, she didn't get up, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to her.
She never even made eye contact with me or Mackenzie after that. Never.
Backhand her into the last year.
She wasn't gonna do anything. Mackenzie just cried about it. And
That's
I'm like,
fucked
nah,
up, though,
nah, homie.
man. What
Nah, homie.
made you think that's okay to just backhand the shit out of this little girl at that age? Don't lay hands on my sister. I'll backhand the shit out of you. I don't care if you're female, man, woman, dog, whatever you are.
Eye for an eye, man. Eye for an eye.
Fair enough.
Did you get in trouble?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There
no
were-
one wanted to report him because he would have backhanded.
Like you see
Little
this?
kid, man, Bill.
Say something. Say something.
Somebody walking to the principal office after it happens. Christian's over here like,
Waiting at the door.
She's a firm Italian slap.
He was known as the Italian at that school.
he's like, don't do it.
Nah,
I did something kind of similar. I didn't backhand anybody. Really. Have I told you guys about the story where I flipped a dude over my back one time?
Oh,
I
no.
I don't
think
know
so.
it. I don't know it.
Um,
The podcast surely doesn't know it.
the podcast doesn't know.
I was in what do they call those things in the gymnasium? Where
I
you go
think
in
they
there.
call that a gym.
Well, no, like what do you like? What do you call them? What do you call the things you go into a gym for and they're talking to you, right? They're just talking to you. There's like they got information. or something.
Oh, what is it? What is it?
Pep rally.
Pep rally.
Yeah,
Or
we had
a,
a pep-
or I know some just
You're-
call it an assembly.
Oh yeah, I think it was actually called an assembly. Yeah.
I was gonna say they go to your pep rallies and read information off to you. Your pep
Nah,
rallies.
yeah, it was the
sounds
boring
weak.
version of a pep
I
rally.
call it a
My pep rally had one of the teachers doing twerk ball. Is what they called it, while listening to Miley Cyrus. They just had
Sounds
boxes like on a belt, and they would just twerk to get all the balls out of the box.
Alright.
What the fuck?
I actually have recordings of it.
Oh
Oh,
gosh.
yeah, you should show it. But no, we were in an assembly, right?
Right.
And it was boring. It was wrapping up at that point. It was like the last 5 minutes, and there's this kid behind me. We're on this. I'm talking to my friend. He was like the one in my class at this point. I still have him as friend today. I'm just sitting there talking to him. I'm like, yeah, this sucks. Why are we here?
Yeah, this sucks.
I don't want to listen to these people. And then I got this dude right behind me. He's a little kid. He's in my grade, and then he's with his friend that's in like 2 grades up, but he's probably failed like 10 times because he's looks old.
Dumbass.
And the kid in our grades, like, he's like looking at me, right? And then I'm just sitting here talking, and then he proceeds to poke me a few times, and I'm like, "What?" And then he acts like he didn't do it, and then he's doing it again. I look behind him, like, "Dude, what? What do you want?" And he's like, "What?" And I'm like, "Okay." And then this is where I start to get a little mad.
Okay.
He's poking me, right? And every time he pokes me, he's like, boner. Boner. And then he's like, boner, 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 boner. And he's just, boner, boner.
Rubber ducky.
He's doing that. And then I just snap.
Okay.
And one of the boners, he says to me, I grab his finger, I look at him, I grab his other hand, and I just flip him over my shoulder.
Oh my God.
And then he lands on his back, and he's like, and then I look at my friend, and I'm like, you see this guy? And then the older dude behind me is like, dude, why did you do that? I'm like,
Dude,
what did I
why?
do?
It was cool, but why?
It's like, I didn't do anything.
Whenever you flipped him over your back, you should have just looked down at it and be like, boner.
I think I tapped his chest a few times. I'm like, you okay, bro? And then, like, after I did that, like, a minute passed and the assembly was over and I walked out the thing. I didn't get in trouble. No one said anything. I think he was scared of me from that point on because he never talked to me.
he never boner. Never did that again.
Nope. I think I made him cry.
The
I
being
think
flipped
I
over a
caused
back
him
reminds me of
to
something.
leave school, too, because I didn't see him anymore. I was like, well, you shouldn't have done that, bro. I mean, you're pissing me off.
Flipping
an
over the
orange.
back kind of reminds me of something. Another elementary school story. So I want to say around like 3rd or 4th grade. I was really big into wrestling, like WWE, all that
yeah.
shit. So recess would come along, and I had a friend that was also into it. So we would wrestle, kind of. Fucking out of nowhere, guy comes up behind me, grabs like from behind my neck like this, and puts his back against mine, and literally just drops down, and my back just went, and then I flopped right back over onto the ground. Fucking out of nowhere. And at the same time, it was like, you popped the fuck out of my back. Damn, that felt good. But at the same time, you did that out of nowhere, and I'm a kid, and I wanted to, I guess I wanted to stir shit up, so I just laid there and acted lifeless. And then after a while, no response. So I was like, all right, I'm just going to slowly get up and act like that hurt. But no, after a while, I was like, fuck it, whatever.
Yeah,
So
nothing
it
gonna
didn't get in trouble, but damn, was that shit out of nowhere. I did not see that coming.
Yeah.
Just a random dude walks up and was like, oh, backbreaker time.
You asked for it. You in WWE, you get WWE slammed.
Oh,
Yeah,
on the-
another thing similar to what happened to you happened to me in the bleachers, too. These kids, dude.
Boner!
We were some redneck boys, and we were probably in like 6th grade or something. I'm just sitting there. I'm like, hey, man, I'm just, like vibing. And I was like, yeah, you want to see? This kid was like, you want to see something, bro? And I was like, what? What do you want to show me? And then he's like, I'm going to choke you. And he grabbed me like, whoa. He's choking me. I'm like, what
Okay.
are you doing? He was like, was that cool? And I was like, that was stupid.
That was violent. You could have killed me.
Of course it didn't hurt me because I was really big. I was like not fat or anything. Like I was taller and just sturdier than everybody else because I don't know why I was big.
A built little guy.
Crying. I'm crying at that. Fucking, you want to see something
You're-
cool?
you're so
Sure,
cool.
I'm gonna choke you. That got me so bad.
I don't know why he did it, but after that I was like, don't do that again or I'm gonna choke you.
Smile. I was like, I'm
okay.
gonna choke you.
So, on the topic of attempted murder, my neighbor and a kid I used to go to elementary school with, he recently went to jail for vehicular manslaughter.
Okay.
So I went and talked to his parents because he never seemed like the kid to do that. I mean, I didn't know if it was intentional or not. I don't know if he just ran a man over and said, "Fuck it."
I thought I was in GTA.
So I went and talked to her and I said, "So I heard he went to jail. What happened?" Apparently, he had dropped his lunchbox on the passenger side, and then reached over to get it and was in a head-on collision. He walks out. but the wife that was in the car died.
Mm.
So whenever he came back, I had a question for him. I said, "So it was on your passenger side, right?" And he goes, "Yeah." I said, "Why didn't you just pull over?" He said, "Don't really have an answer for you."
Okay.
What? You could have done that so much better.
Or could have just
If-
not worried about your lunchbox until you got to your location.
Or wait
If
till
it-
you get to like a stoplight or something.
If it's
Yeah.
that important to you,
It's like, no, I'd rather commit vehicular manslaughter. You know.
Like,
I'd
no, I'd
rather-
rather kill somebody.
this man woke up and chose violence that day.
Speaking
All
of
over
waking
local
up and choosing
lunchbox.
violence, I have a friend, or an old friend, that murdered 2 people.
Oh, is he still your friend?
I haven't talked to him because
Oh.
He killed 2 people, so I would hope not.
And
I was about to say, you still consider your friend.
I
This is
mean,
the
yeah,
guy who said, "I'm gonna choke you."
I have like,
Yeah, I knew it.
at certain points, I like back in the day in my life, I had like 2 separate groups of friends. I had my normal group of friends, which is around where I live, and then I had a beach friends group because I used to go to the beach for like summers at a time. So I was pretty like I was good friends with this dude, and we
that was
met.
kind of a big
like-
deal.
Yeah,
Everybody
together,
knew
we
you.
hang. Well, yeah, everybody knew me. I was called Stash down there because everybody knew me for my mustache.
Dude had a beard since 1 year old.
Dude, he came out
I
to a
did.
pussy with
He
a
came out
full-grown
with it.
beard.
I
Dude.
came out with this. But no, this dude murdered 2 people. But let's see. I've known him since he was probably really young, probably like less than 10. But 2 or 3 years ago, I stopped talking to him just because I didn't go down to the beach that much anymore because my grandparents moved away from the beach, and that's how I stayed down there so long. I just stayed with them for a while because I like going to the beach and hanging out with everybody down there, playing basketball and all this good stuff, fishing, all that good. But this guy, I guess he got into the wrong crowd. So this guy, I'm guessing he was a drug dealer at this point because he killed 2 people who dipped on him for stealing a little bit of weed from him, and he
Yeah.
hunted them down.
Good enough
onto
reason
a
to kill for
dark
me,
road.
you know?
Yeah, but he hunted them down onto a dark dirt road where they were just chilling. I guess they were gonna go somewhere, but he gets out of this car. He goes up to the driver's seat, shoots the guy, and
Jeez.
then shoots the girl, which is his girlfriend, she had nothing to do with any of this stuff. But then I guess they were still alive because he took them out of the car and execution style killed them in the back of the head, both of them.
Dang.
God damn.
Dude,
Yeah.
violent.
He was violent.
Don't
He
steal
wasn't violent when
for
he was my
weed.
friend.
Yeah,
But all of that
don't
was-
even take a nug off this dude. You'll die.
I
And
don't
better
know.
yet, he'll
Whatever,
hunt you down.
dude.
He'll make a sport out of it.
He's gonna leave you some
I heard that shit
voicemails.
and I was like, what?
He's gonna
yeah,
leave you some voicemails. He's gonna text. He's gonna go
like-
on a racist spree.
yeah, he's gonna go off on you.
We currently have a murderer on the run close to where I work at.
In Thomasville, I've seen that.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
is
no,
it
he
is
was
it-
originally started in Denton and then went to Thomasville, crashed his car, and then was on the run.
Oh, it's that
What-
David
Should I
guy,
should
right?
I should I
David
censor
guy?
this? Should I censor the?
Oh no.
I don't
no.
think
He's a criminal.
any names
I'm
matter.
yeah, his name's public, but I'm not gonna say where I work at or any of that.
Yeah.
But a girl I work with, she got a leg tattoo, and she never really gave me the guy's name. She's like, "Oh, just look at my new tattoo." I'm like, "Oh, that's cool."
Nice.
A few days ago, she's like, "Oh, hey, you know that guy that's on the run?" I said, "Yeah." He was the guy that did my tattoo. I'm like, the guy that did your leg shot 2 people, and then is now on the run. She's like, "Yeah."
Yeah, that girl basically got a prison tattoo on her now.
Yeah. Is he still on the run? Have they not caught this man yet?
I don't think so.
No, yeah, he's still on the run because I seen that update like 2 hours ago
Nah.
or so.
Like Denton to Thomasville to county line, and then he went back to Thomasville, and then that's the last thing I heard about it. But he wrecked like 2 cars.
Oh, I didn't know he wrecked another car.
He wrecked 2.
Well,
wrecked
they
one
know this much, but haven't caught him yet.
county.
The police system around here is not the best. We got a bunch of murderers.
I heard a story. He locked this lady in, or this family into a bathroom or a bedroom actually, and threatened to shoot him if they didn't give him a car to go and wreck.
Shit.
He,
I'm
he
going to
put
the
it back,
demolition derby.
I'm gonna kill you if you don't give me this car.
What a
Yeah, I guess
lad.
he's still on the loose.
What a lad. What a lad.
Crazy times,
People are crazy.
man. Yep.
Man, we've jumped topics so much.
Yeah.
we went from elementary school. Dude, this guy killed 2 people
Hey.
and is on the run.
It's the first podcast, man. We got precursors to come.
Yeah.
I got a lot more middle school stories that are pretty cool. If you
I've
ever
got a
get
lot
one
of
of my, like,
I've got
I
a lot
have-
of stories through all years of school though.
yeah.
See,
I had a
my
lot of middle
stories-
school because I was in band when all my friends were in band too. Like we were just like, oh, dude, this is an easy
I
grade,
was
and
the
we have
chorus
like a lot
guy.
of stories.
I was
So I
the
could
chorus
bring
guy.
you for chorus. I was a band guy, but I did the drums. But
I
I
was
could put these guys in as a guest to this, and they
guy.
could tell some great stories.
I was the guy who sounded like Brendan Urie in chorus.
We didn't have anything in our high school to do extracurricular wise. I don't
Our high
think.
school kind of sucked.
Yeah.
Extracurricular wise.
But middle school and elementary school, I was kind of sporty, not super sporty. So I played a few different sports.
I played basketball at lunch in our high school.
Oh, okay. You know
See,
what?
all the-
Speaking of like extracurricular classes, there was quite a few computer classes. There was like a web design class. So they gave you like Photoshop and everything to use in class. I may or may not have been photoshopping Tom Cruise's face onto Jesus Christ.
Classic.
And
I wish I
the
could've done
teacher,
that.
the teacher called out and was like, Joseph, what are you doing? And while it was like full screen on my screen, I just go, I don't even know. And he says, could you not? I'm like, yes, sir.
I would have been like,
You take
we had a
Sit back down.
I didn't close it. I still have that picture.
you back down to authority too easy. I always challenge.
Oh, I
authority a
didn't
little
close it. I minimized that shit and then put it really small in the corner and continued working on it.
We had a web design class, and for our final grade, we had to use the script she gave us to make a page. We customize it and do whatever. Did all that. I found the code that she used on a random ass website, word for word. It was beautiful. I had that shit done in 15 minutes. But if you are somehow miraculously find this page and you get rid of the big ass text in the front, there's a secret message. It says Tigo Biddies.
nice.
Because they never checked the code for
Yeah,
it. They just
they
looked at the website and said,
and said, looks
cool.
good. That's like
it was a little tee-hee for me.
I know
Oh, ha, ha.
HTML, I know HTML, I know CSS, I know a little bit of JavaScript. So whenever it came to these just make a web page, read through this book, and follow the lesson, make a web page. It would say something, and I would be like, I already know how to do that, and I would be done within like 5 or 10 minutes, while everyone's still reading through the book and typing it like character by character.
Mhm.
So I decided to play around with it once, and it said, "Oh well, like put text in bold and make it italic and do all this, underline it." And I just like flexed. It would like say do this, and I would just do this is what it told me to do. Do it. This is what I can do, and then I would do something way above what it wanted me to do, like rainbow animated text.
nice.
See, I never flexed on mine. I just did it within the first 10-15 minutes. I played so much Balloon Tower Defense in that class.
I
I
downloaded a PSP emulator and played Hatsune Miku Project Diva. So everyone's typing along, and I'm just playing a rhythm game.
I'm pretty sure I finished the entire first season of The Walking Dead in that class.
Nice.
I had to be so careful with the anime I watched back then because fucking it's high school, middle school section, like that part of my life. Super cringe. Fucking horn dog I was. Goddamn. Literally the only shit I watched was like ecchi anime.
I love how y'all can remember most of this stuff. I don't remember most of doing any of that stuff really much in high school.
I remember the fun parts of my class.
I remember more of the like crazy stories and shit.
Speaking of anime, by the way, I think I brought this up to Matt. There is this one series called Daily Lives of High School Boys. It didn't have a dub or anything. Who wants to fan dub an anime with me? It's a comedy anime. It's a comedy anime. It's not like drama or anything like that. First episode, a guy shaves off his nipple.
Ooh.
It's
I'll
really
give
good.
you my voice for some characters.
Hell yeah.
Sure.
Let's do it.
I'll do it. Yeah,
Sure.
I'll do it as well.
First episode, all
really care
like
for anime
the
that much,
main
but
three
I-
guys
I-
all put on skirts. It's really cool.
I'll definitely be one of those guys.
I hope they look down their pants and be like, "Hey, look at my penis."
Better yet, I
Hey,
hope
look
one
at
of
my
them taps,
penis.
I hope another one taps another one on the shoulder and goes boner.
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 Boner. Yeah, we can definitely do that shit. I think it'd be cool.
I don't have the most entertaining stories from school. Most of mine are either after school or after I graduated.
I've got both, everything.
Like
My whole life is fucked.
my first job I ever had, the store got robbed and I got held at gunpoint. That was pretty epic.
I just had a guy threaten everyone about a penny.
A penny.
A penny.
Give me my damn penny!
He was like threatening to sue the store because he had enough, but he wanted to pay an exact change.
Oh, he
and
wanted to sue
he didn't have an extra penny. So whenever
that's-
the store said, "No, we don't have a penny to give you. We don't have anything," because I was just right next to the manager. The manager said that.
Hey, look, dude's a pussy. We don't sue stores around here. We threaten to kill people for having.
You're dialing the number wrong.
For calling the wrong number.
Dial the wrong number, we'll threaten to kill your ass. Oh man.
Yeah.
Yay! This fucking dude, man. All right, yeah. Should we wrap this up though?
Yeah, how long has it been now?
It's gotta be-
We are less than 2 minutes away from 2 hours.
Yeah. So that's all right.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and say thanks everyone for listening, watching, whatever you're doing, because I know I'm gonna upload an audio version of this too. I still have to make the pages for it. Haven't done that yet.
How do you get podcasts on Spotify?
I'm going to
Yeah,
look it up. We need to do some designs, get a logo and everything. But
Yeah. So what's the name? We made a name for us. What's going on?
how's it going?
How's it
dude?
going? dude?
Yeah. How's it going, dude? I don't even
How's
know.
it
the
going,
name of
dude?
We asked the question so much.
We do, and it just flows in my brain and goes.
it goes, and then all the memories come back. It's boner.
Maybe we'll have a guest on next episode.
Maybe.
Or
Makes it
maybe
good.
not.
Or maybe not.
Maybe
do
we'll
have a
Hey,
lot of
put
just
together
remember,
everything.
if Matt is not on the next episode, it was because he was killed by the guy he called by accident.
Or just some other like old lady I pissed off that decided to stroke at me. You know.
Oh, if he comes here, me and TR are done. We're dead. So it's been nice knowing you guys. It's been fun. It's been
Or I'm
good.
in jail. Stupid. But yeah, thanks for tuning in.
It has been a
How's
good
it
first
been?
episode, I think.
Yeah, pretty well.
I like talking about all these fucking dumb stories. Fucking pissing
There's
under
plenty
a lunch
more
table.
dumb stories, and hopefully I can remember that we're gonna do a podcast next time, and just figure out what I can bring in from work.
Yeah,
because
just whatever you do.
there's So many stupid people that I run into.
We
at
can
work,
we
and-
can definitely pre-record these and have them uploaded at like a set date. We can do weekly, monthly. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can just do these all the time. But like, whatever you do, don't take a crown from me. I'll snap it in half and make you cry.
Don't go to Burger King with Matt.
Don't put me in a corner, or I'm gonna like, break your back. It's crazy.
Well, thanks everyone for watching, listening, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye this time for real.
For realsies.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
On and off.
It's gonna-